RSVP with Lori, where everything expressed is my opinion, not the law. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Thanks. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell so you will know when I upload new videos. Today, of course, I'm talking about what everybody seems to be talking about on YouTube, and that is Tasha K losing her battle with Cardi B. Now, I don't really want to get into the specifics. However, I just want to talk about when becoming popular or being famous goes wrong. Now, I know with social media, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, etc., it's so easy to get lost and want to have a voice and figure out how you can stand out, etc. But the thing you have to remember is, at what cost do you want to be known? At what cost do you want your name to be remembered? What would define you? What do you want labeled, attached to your name? That's what's most important to me. Like, I don't want to become known as a liar, just become a salacious person and take digs at people just for the sake of doing so. I think what has happened, in my opinion, is that there's no longer any journalism involved in the news, in celebrity reporting, things like that. Everybody just wants to be the first to get out some information, even if knowing in the back of their mind that the information may or may not be correct. They just want to be the first person to get the information out with no recourse, no, oh, sorry, I was wrong, I shouldn't have reported so fast, things like that. So there is a difference, and that's what we need to decipher between just being a blogger and being a journalist. So how I would define the two: being a journalist, I would consider your Diane Sawyer, things Oprah used to do. Whereas you find a story, or a story comes across your lap, across your desk, and you reach out to both parties or multiple parties, get their points of view. If you're not able to reach that person or they're not willing to talk to you, making sure that you say that in your story. Just for example, I'm just making this up. Tasha ran over John's dog and their neighbors, so now they're going back and forth. Okay, why wouldn't you talk to Tasha and John and get both perspectives, and then come up with your opinion based on top of the fact? So what I saw Tasha K doing, and let me just say this, just for some backstory. I started watching Tasha K, which I no longer do, but I started watching Tasha K when she was doing the stories about R. Kelly. I was really interested because I'm just totally against the abuse of women, and I thought she did a great job, reporting the stories and back information about the parents, things like that. So that's when I was watching Tasha K. Why I stopped watching her is because she just started reporting and headlining just blatant lies. Like, anything people with common sense would know was just ridiculous. The person that said they were a roommate with Cardi B, it was like anyone that would contact her, she would run with the story. So I could just contact her and say, hey, I had a run-in with Tiny from Escape and she was so mean and nasty, blah, blah, blah. She just run with the story, and I could or could not have met Tiny. She didn't check, say I told her that she wouldn't check the dates to see if Tiny was in that location, to see if she was actually at a so-called restaurant, etc. So that's where I had a problem with Tasha K. Like, it was so easy for someone to reach out to her and she just run with it. Like, anything that you can say bad about someone, she she would run with it. And also what turned me off is she seemed to start going against Cardi B when Cardi B wouldn't necessarily really be receptive to her calls, DMs, etc. That seemed to anger Tasha K, and she just went on a rampage, and she was just insistent, to tear her down because, Cardi B wasn't giving her the feedback that she wanted. So to me, she was just determined to reach anyone she could to say bad things about her. So again, the difference between a journalist and a blogger. A blogger, which of course I don't see a problem with. I enjoy so many bloggers and their channels, listening to their opinions, whether or not they differ from mine or not. I enjoy listening to them. But you have to keep in mind you're stating your opinion, which is why my tagline is everything expressed is just my opinion, not the law. I do not say anything I'm speaking as fact, that anyone should go with my opinion, change their mind about their opinion. I'm just giving my perspective on a topic, on a person, on whatever may or may not have happened in the media. That's what a blogger does. And I think the mistake Tasha K made is she was reporting her opinion as facts. She was reporting things she heard as facts. And that's really where she made her mistake. And I really wish she would just say, hey, I made a mistake. Moving forward, I know how not to make that same mistake again. But of course, in true Tasha K form and format, she's such a narcissist that she'd never do that. She's trying to change her image, not doing a great job at doing so. But she noticed that she was getting the most views with cussing people out and shaming them and going behind the interview that she just conducted and blasting them on something else. So I'm not sure how well she'll do with that. I'm sure for the time being, she'll still get views, especially if she talks about the case. But I don't think her career is going to go where she wanted it to, especially with partnerships, sponsorships. Like, you really have to watch your name being attached with hers moving forward because of this court case. And I just believe it set a precedent, whereas bloggers will be careful on what they are reporting as news, what they are reporting as fact, and what is indeed your opinion. And that's the thing I think a lot of people don't understand. Your opinion is still going to be your opinion, no matter how many times you say it or how loudly you say it. Your opinion is still your opinion, and you got to be okay with that. I think Tasha K has so many insecurities that she's just not okay with anyone that may happen to disagree with her. As you can see, her mentor, Storm Monroe, they fell out. Anyone that she's ever been associated with, it always ends bad because she wants that control. So yeah, she'll root. She's the type of person, like, she'll root for you, but as soon as you do succeed, she doesn't like it. She does not want you to actually succeed, and definitely doesn't want you to surpass her. So I think she's just nitpicking and being petty and coming up with something that she's angry with Storm about, and that's why they fell out. So just as a whole, whether you're a blogger, whatever your profession is, just keep in mind, how you want to be known, how you want your legacy to be remembered here on earth. Is it worth it to just be a liar, be deceptive, be deceitful? Is it worth it to be known when those monikers have to be attached to you? Let me know how you guys feel down below. Thank you so much for watching until the end.